I'm Paul Jeal. I'm the game director for Formula One. Been working on 2010, 2011, and we're here at E3 to present the latest instalment, 2012. Yeah, I think quite a few differences really this year. At the end of each project we always kind of sit down and go through some of the things that perhaps we still want to tweak, we still want to move forward. So there's a host of sort of areas that we're constantly going to improve from iteration to iteration. But there's also a real push for quality and a real push to try and get some new features in. So we got 5 or 6 cool new features for F1 2012. We're only really going to be talking about 3 of them here at E3. The first one behind me is a first exclusive look at Austin, Texas, the track which is due to America, I think in November this year, or October this year, so that's going to be pretty cool. We're also talking about a new introduction to the game. We've got a young drivers test. It's actually a test that happens in real life, and that's really a kind of short introduction to the game, to the rules of Formula One, to the sport, and just letting players get used to the control in a more relaxed environment before just chucking them into the pressure cooker of a career. And also the weather system has moved on this year. We spent quite a lot of time on that in development, and we've now got localized weather. So what that means is the clouds come in and it can actually be raining on a particular section of the track but dry on another one. So really the sort of choice of tyres and your strategy during the race changes so much more this year, and not only does it look better, but it plays so much better as well. We send a photographer out, so basically we've got licensed Formula 1 photographers who basically go around and photograph the circuit. So at a circuit which is barely complete, they obviously go around for an early stage so we can see what's in the vista, what's in the distance, and then various sort of progress shots along the way, and then we leave it as late in the day as we possibly can. But I'll show you the demo in a minute, and I hope you agree that the track looks fantastic. Yeah, we've had a bit of experience now. In 2010, South Korea was the new track. We were a bit nervous about it back then because you only get a few paper drawings and a couple of sort of building photos. I think the first one that we saw was just the sort of field location of where it was going to be, but they hadn't even started digging it or anything yet. And then in 2011, India was the new track. So we kind of got some experience from that as well. So our artists are really good now at taking the PDF that we get from the teams and the circuit height data and then modelling the track. And then that's where the sort of creative components come in, because you're trying to really try and figure out what the grandstands are going to look like and which key buildings are going to be where. So there's a little bit of creative license, but I think across the last 2 years we've been pretty good in getting it right. Yeah, so all the game modes from F1 2011 migrate over to F1 2012. We've also got some new game modes which we won't be disclosing here at E3, so stay tuned later in the year for more details on those.